Three things that I know are that my iPhone is so distracting. It's also the most expensive thing I carry around with me. I need to have a payment plan in order to pay off this device that I keep in my pocket. And also, if I was to drop this very expensive device that I carry around everywhere, it would shatter into 1,000 little pieces. These sad realities make me nostalgic for the days of high school when I had the magnet, a small orange phone that had calls, texts, and a calculator, not much else. It cost about $30 and it didn't distract me from being present in my life. More than a decade later, I wanted to return to a phone like that. I went on to T-Mobile's website, which is my cellular carrier, and searched for dumb phones that I could purchase. There were not a lot to choose from, but of course they did have the Sonim, the very well-known, well-regarded brand, which of course I'm kidding about because I've never heard of a Sonim, but apparently they make flip phones, and they make flip phones that cost $200. But seeing that my choices were slim, I went ahead and made the purchase last Tuesday. However, maybe because there's so few options, or because T-Mobile doesn't want me to buy that phone, it was on back order, and it is Thursday of the next week, and I still haven't received this phone. And for us living in 2024, more than a week of waiting for something feels like forever. But I'm glad about this waiting because I started to hear the rumblings of another device. I'm speaking, of course, of the cat, like caterpillar, like really big industrial machine S22. I did some research onto this new device to see what I could understand. I saw, how does the Cat S22 compare to the Sonim? And I came to the realization that the Cat S22 is very cool. It also is not that expensive, much less expensive than the Sonim, and I could get it in one day. So, on our good friend Amazon's website, I went ahead and purchased this phone, and for the last 3 or so days, I have been using it to my heart's content, and I would like to say I have been using it. It hasn't been using me. And that is the start of a really great phone in my book. Oh, sorry, I gotta take this. Hey, yeah. You want to like and subscribe? Well, it's really easy. You know how to like and subscribe. You should go ahead and do that as soon as possible so that you can stay up to date with all the videos that are coming out and just really, help the channel out. So, yeah, awesome. Cool. You're going to do it right now? Perfect. Thank you. All right. See ya. Let me give you a test drive of this phone. I'm excited to show it off a little bit. It's just fun to bring in and out of my pocket, honestly. And it is a statement for sure, too. People are probably thinking, wow, that person has a dumb phone. They have a phone that doesn't have all the apps that most of us civilized people do. Well, we're only looking that way because this phone's got apps that we need. I have Spotify and all the music I could ever want on this little phone, as well as maps, so that when I'm in a place that I don't know very well, I can get home safely and swiftly. So let's go ahead and check out these different apps too. So as you can see, Spotify, we've got it. And one thing I want to show is just how quickly it takes to open it up. Or should I say slowly? Because it honestly takes a few seconds to initially load. Sometimes, hey, that quick as could be. And also Waze. So got that. You know, you could use the Google Maps app too, but I think Waze is a little bit more fun. And also ChatGPT, got that on here, and it's got the voice mode, just like how the iPhone and everything works. So couldn't be more happy about that. You could watch YouTube on it. The screen's super small, but you know, if you wanted to, you could do that. Have you ever opened up your phone to go do something only for 15, 20 hour later, you realize that you're totally off track and that you're doing things that you never meant to do in the first place? Ever since I've had it, I haven't run into that problem. I feel very in control of what I'm doing on the phone, and it just feels a lot more like a tool than a toy. That's what I want from a phone. I feel like I'm doing tasks that I sometimes neglect, mostly because I have a phone that's not distracting me from the things I should be doing. The phone is super durable. You can just, like, when you feel it, it feels heavy, kind of like a brick. And I just know though that if I let it fall on the ground, it's not gonna break the screen or anything. I'm not gonna have to worry much about how it'll hold up. It's a reliable phone that lets me live the life that I want to based off of how I'd like to live it rather than being manipulated by the thing that I carry around in my pocket. When I compare it to my iPhone, it's got the tools I need, and it doesn't keep me entertained endlessly on things that aren't that important to me. So I'm really excited to see how this phone changes the way I go about my life. I'll report back later on, see how it goes and things, but I am really excited about it. And my question to you is, would you do something like this? If you have a smartphone right now, would you move to a phone with a little bit more simplicity? If so, I mean, I think this is a really good phone for it because you still get a lot of the good parts about a phone without the bad. So, hey, appreciate your time and we'll talk really soon. All right, see ya.